everyone, my name is Janice and today is Friday, April 28th, 2017, and despite my nasally voice, I am going to talk about depression. And I know it's a heavy and sensitive topic for a lot of people, but I think it's a topic that should be expressed and should be talked about more. So that is what I'm going to talk about today, and I hope you enjoy. So as of now, there are millions of people who are dealing with depression, and there's really no doubt to say that depression is a very real and serious condition, and it's a very muddy concept, and a lot of people tend to overlook the disease as saying it's a chemical imbalance in the brain, there's something wrong, it's a weakness that they have to overcome. And it's a very common misconception to say that depression is caused by a single event, such as losing your loved one, breaking up with your girlfriend, or even failing in school. But this is a very natural feeling, and there really is no exception to the fact that every single person feels a feeling of sadness to various levels in their life, many times in their life. But these moments pass and your body and mind heals itself over time. But real depression is when these feelings don't go away. It's when you're feeling constant sadness and there really is nothing wrong. Everything's going alright, and it's continuing to revel in this constant sadness and grief when these momentary experiences of sadness should have really gone away. So this is coming from someone who personally hasn't gone through the experience, but when I do ask people that I know, depression is described as a feeling of grief, like you've lost someone that you love. But the difference is that most of the time there's nothing there, you haven't lost somebody, and there's no actual reason to be full of grief. There's nothing to project your emotions on because nothing's there. And it's a never-ending feeling that never ceases to leave your body. And even if you're momentarily happy, it's feeling hopeless, like there's a black hole, like you're in a black corner, you're stuck there and there's only one way out. And unfortunately, a lot of people take this one way out. So there's a huge stigma behind mental diseases like depression. It's not a physical thing, it's all in the brain, so people don't really see what's happening, so that's why a lot of people tend to ignore it. It's not like a physical disease or condition like cancer or the stomach flu, where you are physically deteriorating when you're throwing up because of the stomach virus. When you have cancer and you have to go through chemotherapy, people are jumping to your feet. The world jumps to your feet in concern and supporting you because you are going through such a terrible time. But when you tell people that you have depression, that you have a mental illness, people don't see this and people don't see behind the scenes. And it's really hard for them to understand what anyone is going through for this disease. And I think that's why people tend to shy away from it. People don't talk about it. And that's a very serious problem right now in our society. And it really needs to be confronted. And so I think that no one knows how to approach depression. No one knows how to give advice to someone who has depression. And a lot of the times the person who has depression themselves are very in denial of the fact that they have a mental disease. And I think this stigma is a large reason to why people tend to hide away from their problems. They don't really voice out that they have a problem, and it's only making their problem worse. And so we really need to be the emotional support and love that they can get, because a lot of the times they feel so hopeless because they feel like they don't have anybody to talk to. And for this reason, I feel that people should start talking about depression like the real serious issue it is. There can really be no path to improvement if people are constantly in denial, if people are not confronting the issue, and if people are not recognizing the issue. So the first step in which we can better this problem is when we step up and show the people that are struggling with this disease that we are there for them, that we are trying to find a cure for them. And so with that, I want to raise awareness for depression, and I want to uplift the stigma behind depression so that this is a problem that can be solved over the years. Thank you.